Alright, so the first step in this process is to skin it out. You probably can just throw the whole thing and start boiling it, but skinning it out and getting the hide off really does make it easier, even with the pressure washer, to get it all cleaned off and looking nice.
Okay, this is Jason's boat kill. What day did you kill that?
November 9th.
November 9th. So last night we took the time and we scut them out.
Skinned it
been too darn busy. And then...
well, we haven't got the jaws yet. We're hoping when we warm it up, it'll probably be easier to pry it open and get the tongue out. So now we're just going to throw it in for how long you think?
Probably 20-30 minutes.
Yeah, 15-20 minutes, somewhere in that range.
So we're putting it in. When you put it in, you want to, I don't know if you can see it that good, but you don't want to cover the antlers. And then sometimes a little dish soap helps.
And then we're going to use a pressure washer in about 15-20 minutes to get it all off.
Yeah, well, you have
probably repeat this process like 2-3 times. It's going to take to get everything off.
Yeah, it's going to take a little bit, so don't plan on doing it one time and being done. All right, well, we've been boiling it for about an hour now, just under an hour.
So now we're going to take it out and we're going to go pressure wash the heck out of it.
So you might want to wear safety glasses because matter goes all over the place.
Okay.
Taking her out here. We're getting ready to blast here. Tire works pretty good. We sometimes try cinder block, but tire works the best. It might start. Yeah.
Water pressures.
I know.
Alright, so you can see the tire does a pretty good job of holding it in there while you're blasting away at it. And I'd also definitely recommend doing it on the pavement, not on the grass, because the pressure washer just eats up the grass and throws dirt everywhere. And also I recommend wearing like hip boots or rubber gloves or something that'll keep you dry and warm. And definitely don't wear the nicest clothes or jacket or whatever, because you're going to get full of brains and whatever else squirts back at you. And our pressure washer, it has 2600 psi. I'm not really sure what one less would do versus ours, but that's what ours is at. And if you don't have a pressure washer, then you're going to have to constantly keep boiling away and picking away and scratching away at the thing to kind of get off all the flesh and all the meat and everything. And as you can see, the pressure washer just really speeds up the whole process, makes it a whole lot easier by getting off all that skin and flesh, just tearing away at it. And it just really, really does make this whole process so much easier with the pressure washer. See, there's all kinds of brain matter in there that you got to get out. And this right here is probably the hardest part of this whole process, is getting that leftover brain kind of loose and out of there, because no matter how much you pressure wash it, there's still going to be a little bit of brain left over in there, and you're going to have to like kind of scrape away and break it loose with a screwdriver, and then hopefully you'll be able to pull it out, or whatever you can do to get it out, because you don't want that stinking it up in there.
Alright, well, here we go. We pressure washed this like crazy yesterday.
You can tell, look at how white it is just from not even using the whitening solution.
It turned out really good, you know. What we're doing here is, you can get this at Sally's. Sally's is all over the place. This is the gel. We've tried the liquid stuff.
The liquid works too.
The liquid works good, but
just a little more expensive.
It's a little more expensive. This and that's only 20%, where this is 40%. And we tried this a little bit last year, and I was pretty impressed how much we could do with this. We just had a little bottle of this last year. We only have like a little cereal bowl. We'll let you know if you do more, but
you just really have to be really careful around the base of the antlers, and just not getting it on it at all.
Yeah, try not to get it on your hands either, too. That stuff does start to burn.
And it makes your fingers white.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna start out by pouring it in the brain cavity, mainly because it's really hard to get a brush in there,
And then it's not all full on here. So you want to get it in areas. This is really easy to get.
Yeah,
So you don't want to have it all on here.
So we're gonna pour it in here and kind of get in the hard spots before it's all goobed
and then
up.
you're gonna roll the whole thing around. You'll see what Jason's doing. Just makes it a little easier.
That's probably good. So Millie, tell me if anything's coming out on the horns. It's really helpful to have two people because he's gonna hold it and I'm gonna paint it when we get to that process. Alright, so we just finished it all up. Probably take a look at it tomorrow morning and probably wash it off and see what it looks like then. So I'll get back to you. I'm doing that tomorrow morning. Alright, so as you can tell, just let it sit overnight. And you can tell the paste is kind of dried on there and still pretty wet. This is the part where you just rinse it off. Alright, I got most of it off. Might have to get it a little bit better, but pretty much that's it. And like we said last night, it doesn't really look the whitest right now. And as you can tell, it's kind of like grayish, or it doesn't really look 100% white right now, but you wait about 2-3 hours of drying and it's going to be a lot whiter. We'll see what it looks like then. Alright, here's the final product right here. This is after about, I think, 3 hours of drying out here. And it looks pretty darn good. I know the teeth are still a little dark, but it's kind of hard to get those white, but everything else turned out really well. I'll throw up some before and after pictures and throughout the whole process here just now.